Let's go. So listen, I am hoping that everything here holds together. And I do mean it might be holding together with some duct tape. But either way it goes, we are here. We're going to try to make the best of it. The major monster unit that does all of our processing, editing, and all of that is having to be sent out. You see, I got laptop working from today. But the most important thing is we can get together to talk about this Audi mini car launch. So, yes, Audi does a mini launch, and indeed, it was a bit different than I was expecting. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and cover this real quick because I do want to cover this. What's going on, Mary Beanie, in the live chat? So, right now, as it sits for the activation, okay, so what I've done is I've partnered with a homeless shelter and I've started collecting article of closings from several men, several people who have new clothing, gently worn clothing. I will have a workshop next week and maybe even the week after to start sorting things out from medium to large, large, extra large to double XL, pants, shoes, jackets. But what I've also done is I've taken a portion of super chat money and I've started purchasing things like this. So right now, I've purchased at least two bulks of these, hundreds of beanies, hundreds of gloves, hundreds of socks. And what I'm going to do is put those together and make new packs for new items. All right. Because I think this is important that they have new items as well, not just gently worn or used items, but new items because it's getting cold and we want to be able to try to have them protect their heads, protect their gloves, protect their feet. And I also will be buying and having purchased lip balm, lotion, other toiletries. And with those together, we're going to put together some bags. All right. Some new personal bags. I've also am in the process of trying to get with partner with a donut place. Krispy Kreme denied. They didn't even want to be part of it. They said they were taking volunteer or donation requests, and I didn't even ask them to donate all of them. I just said if you would like to do a portion or a percentage, I would buy hundreds of donuts and coffee to hand out while it will be cold there. The facilities also agreed to let me in. Krispy Kreme didn't want to do it. Cool. So I've reached out to Dunkin' Donuts. I've reached out to another donut spot, reaching out to a couple of other spots. And like I said, I'm not asking them to donate the donuts free if they want to do a percentage because I'm going to buy hundreds of donuts. I think that that's a pretty fair ask that you do a percentage for a bulk buy of donuts and or coffee to hand out. So we'll see who wants to be along. But I know I won't be buying Krispy Kreme donuts regardless because they didn't even want to be part of it. And I thought that was kind of crazy to say no, that we don't want to help you do anything with a homeless shelter that could put our name on it and show that we're doing things in the public for real, besides for you just buying our fundraiser packs. It's not a fundraiser, bro. We're like literally trying to do something for people that don't have a home or trying to find their way through drug addictions and actually getting jobs. That's what we're doing. So we're not fundraising, we're donating. So I won't be buying their donuts regardless. The other thing is I took an actual tour. I took an actual tour of the facility, and the tour was very eye-opening. Okay, so this right here is me sitting in one of the rooms, and it's very important to understand the context of this room. This room right here, big shout out to Mary Beanie in the super chat saying that, Jay, can we help with Christmas dinner or shelter? Yeah, indeed, Mary Beanie, the super chats that you give will go toward that. Okay, so yes, any super chats right now, I'm taking these super chats and rolling them into doing things for this shelter. Also, time in the kitchen to prepare meals later on, a lot of things in there. So yeah, any super chat, your super chats still go toward the prize, but the money that I'm accumulating right now is going toward this activation for the homeless shelter, which will be December 6th. My date to go into the shelter and do everything will be December 6th. I have several Wolfpack members here that are OG members. When I started Wolfpack Performance way back, will be there on deck. So it will be about me and four other brothers on deck to help, to hand out clothes, to give the donuts or whatever it is we have out. So this right here is very important. The context of this picture. This is a homeless shelter that was once a detention center. It was once a jail. So what they've done is kind of try to change the rooms. As you see, it's really not much change. They widened up the window to make the windows bigger. There's no jail cell door on the front of the door. They have curtains right now, but they're going to renovate that. I was able to go to the veterans floor where other veterans are living that are trying to find themselves into a better life. There's only one veteran per room, even though you see two areas for a bunk. That one pad on the bottom is their bed, and they have a sink and a toilet in there that has been removed from metal to now porcelain. So this is what that looks like. So although it's better than being on the street, it's still a very confined living, and the area is still set up like a detention jail center. So you have the center room, and then you have several other hubs off of there where you'll go and they have their rooms, and every room is set up like that. Miss Dino, big shout out to you. Much appreciation, Miss Dino. Thank you so much. So what has happened with that is I also got to tour the medical facility, which is another company that has a LLC. They're a charity company, so they have a room in there. They have 5 rooms where these people can get medical care, can have small outpatient type procedures. They do take care of most of the bill. They have a group of doctors that come in there and donate their time. I know we're supposed to be talking about Audi, but I wanted to do this yesterday, and then the computer system failed, so I want to get you all caught up to what's going on. So I also have, I don't know, has anybody heard of Kobe's? Has anybody heard of the lip balm company Kobe's? What's up, Uno? What's up, everybody? What's up, Darth? Well, Mary Beanie, let me tell you something, dear. Anything is better than what Krispy Kreme wasn't willing to do. Krispy Kreme is a multi-millionaire, $100 million company, and they didn't want to do 1 single% of anything to assist with it. So even if you did $2, you did more than a multi-million-dollar company was willing to do it all. Do you understand me? I don't care if it was 99 cents. You did more than they were willing to do, which was absolute zero. All right. I showed them the date. I showed them the shelter. I showed them what I had already done based off what we do here, and they weren't willing to do anything. We're sorry. We're not taking donation requests right now. So you've done more than what Krispy Kreme was willing to do, period. They weren't willing to do it in a damn thing. And I was going to pick them up. I didn't even need them to come on site. I was going to pick everything up, do it myself. So trust me, it's not as trust that. So several other of the Wolfpack brothers that will be part of it, they're all taking a portion, and they will be ordering bulk items as well. So one of them is going to be ordering bulk lotion. Somebody's going to order bulk lip balm, but I'm actually might be taking care of the lip balm too. So like I said, right now, I've ordered 2 batches of these. So you can see the price right there, $315, all right, to make, and you have to order 2 batches of these because I need enough to make at least 100 pairs. So I'm making 100. I got 100 and something beanies, 100 and something gloves, or 200 and something gloves, and 200 and something pair of socks, and then we'll make the pairs and the hatch from there. So that's what's going on right now. That's what's going on. That's what we have happening. So like I said, big shout out to everybody. You all are part of this, right? Because even though you've done super chats, I didn't say at the beginning of the year, hey, we're going to do this, but I'm taking super chat money and I'm putting it towards something good for the holidays. So we're right in the middle of Thanksgiving and Christmas, so it kind of takes care of that. We'll be in the building right after their Thanksgiving dinner, which is December 6th, but we'll be there before Christmas, which works out, all right? And now that we have a relationship with this center, now we can also go in there and just donate time. So there will be another time where I'm going to take young boys that I mentor, and I'm going to take them in there to work in the kitchen so they can get exposed to see where life can go wrong. All right. Now, there are a group and there are a lot of people that stay outside the center and haven't chosen to make the transition to improve their life and go into the center and follow the rules. There still will be something that will be done for them as well. All right. So it's just us being the dopest us that we are. OK, the Wolfpack family are dope. We've sent tires overseas to young Carters. We've done Thanksgiving dinner and turkey giveaways. We've done. Remember, we did back to school where we bought a bunch of backpacks in school. We've done a lot of things that other channels haven't done. All right. We've done a lot of things, and I really applaud you all. I really appreciate you all. I really thank you all for accepting me for who I am, because everything I say and do isn't necessarily attached to Formula One, and you all still rock with me. Okay. So that's what we got going. But let's talk about Audi. Let's talk about Audi right now, because Audi is, oh, another thing was the Kobe's Lip Balm Company is a young black gentleman who started this lip balm company, Natural Ingredients. He said that he's going to look into it and see if he might not give me 50% off if I order. I think it might be 100 or something lip balms from him. He's going to see if he can give me 50% off. I gave him the address. He asked for it this morning, so we're trying to work out a deal. But if he can, he can. If he can't, he can't. I didn't even ask him for the 50% off, but he said that's what he was going to try to do. So I'll let you all know if that goes through. But this Audi launch was a statement to me. AD, what's up? AD, I love this. Giving back in measures is awesome. Yo, I love that you all do what you do. Thank you very much. Much love to you. I'm working from a laptop. This is different. I like where I started, but not where I ended. So it's a little different right now. I appreciate you. I told you I was going to find some way to get on here and patch it up. I got you. So, yes, Audi to me was talking. Oh, Miss Dino, you know him. Hey, Miss Dino, yeah, Kobe's lip balm is actually crazy. He was on Shark Tank. So if any of you want to watch the episode, Kobe was on Shark Tank. The name of his lip balm is Kobe's, and they tried to get him, but the young man was smart as hell with numbers, and so I actually am talking back and forth to him on IG. But yeah, Audi was talking their shit. Audi, I don't know if you watched the video, but Audi pretty much had laid out multiple times in multiple racing worlds where people or the world said you couldn't, and we did, right? They said we couldn't do this, and we did it. They said the diesel, but we did it. They said electronics going to all energy, we did it. Audi was talking their shit, and now they're coming into Formula One, and this is good timing. Whoever right now is running their marketing team had a wonderful idea. We're not going to wait until the official livery launches. We're not going to wait until the off season. We're not going to wait until the grand scheme of the unified launch. We're going to start now. And that's exactly what they did. They're putting everybody on notice that, yes, we are coming, and we're coming with excellence. We're coming with the experience that we've accumulated over the many races and the many events and the many awards that we have won. And we're coming to Formula One to win again. It was great. It was good. Now, it's all talk right now, because I will say this. The car was a bit disappointing. I'm just going to keep it a buck with you. I was a little disappointed with the overall livery. So I am hoping that this livery is, I'm hoping that this livery is not the official livery. This livery is lame as hell. It's plain, it's boring, it's blocky. It doesn't look good. We saw other renderings of a livery that was supposed to come by way of Audi, and they looked better. So I am hoping, and let's not get it twisted, the livery is not performance, right? We know about weight savings and weight reduction, all that other stuff. I know this. But it does still make a statement. It does still kind of have some, that looks good. To be good and look good, right? They always say if you look good, you perform good. I don't like the livery. I think that this livery is very plain, boring, and blocked up. They definitely, I'm expecting for those 4 rings to be incorporated into this livery. I'm expecting for the 4 rings to be incorporated. And I'm going to tell you this. I don't think this is the livery that they're going to announce for the official launch. I'm just being real. I don't think it is. I think that this livery is something that they're just putting out. I think this is a spike. I think the punch has been spiked. I think when we see the official livery of the Audi car, it won't be this. I think Audi is leaving something to be desired. I think they're leaving something to be surprised. Mary Beanie in the super chat says Audi has been running Kick Sauber this season, Jay. And I think we all can agree based on what Mary Uno says. God bless, spread your wings. Shelter is people. Hey, appreciate you, Uno. I think with Mary Beanie saying that, we've seen a bit of performance from Audi back half of the season, have we not? We've seen some things that could say, hmm, maybe now we're starting to see a bit more of the Audi philosophy come through Kick Sauber. But I'm still going to say this. There's a long way to go. There is a long way to go for Audi to come into Formula One and actually start producing and winning. Now, I'm going to show you a picture, all right? I'm going to show you a I'm going to show you a I'm going to show you necessarily. I'm going to show you something that I was looking forward to when it came to Audi coming in here, okay? And I'm going to show you a livery that I thought was fire, okay? I'm going to show you what kind of some of us expected, and then I'm going to show you the livery. You already see the livery guy, and then I'm going to show you something that I hope they do. Not do, but I hope they end up doing this, all right? I hope that if it does come true, that Audi ends up actually making this happen, okay? And then I'm going to show you a livery where we saw this, and I actually thought if they came out with this, it would be cool. But I kind of said if they come out with it, it's all right. It looks good, but maybe it could be better. All right, so I'm going to show you both, and then I'm going to go to something that I do actually hope that they end up doing. All right, so as it sits right here, because I know probably many of you probably saw this, and you probably thought that I thought that this was going to be more something that they were going to do. All right, we got Baraka in the super chat says, many F1 fans don't know how serious Audi is in motorsports as a whole. They are very serious, Baraka. They have legit rivalry with Mercedes. Yo, bro, that's a fact. Baraka spitting facts for sure. All right, legit. So something that I was thinking that they would end up coming with was something more of this. And I still don't think it's off. I don't think it's off that they'll do it. But I think maybe it will be a bit different. And I'm going to show you something that I hope that they do. I'm going to show you something that I hope they end up coming with. So I think we all kind of saw that, up until now, that this was a livery that was being heavily tossed out there, right? This is a livery that many of us were seeing, and we thought that this was going to be more about along the lines of what Audi would be coming with, right? We saw this one. This is the one we saw, and we thought this is what Audi's probably going to be coming with. And I thought so that it would be a little bit more closer to this. But what we got is what we saw, at least on the mini launch, was nowhere near this. It was nowhere near this. And so now I'm wondering, what direction will they really be going into? What are they really going to bring us on the official date when the 2026 season comes and all the teams announce and release deliveries and do all of their montage and their videos? Was it going to be this? And that's what we saw. That's something along the lines of what we thought we would get, but that's totally not at all what we got. It's not anything close to what we ended up getting. And so what is it that we have now, right? And so what we have now, or what I'm hoping they end up being a little bit more closer to, is this image right here that I'm going to show you. This is what I kind of hope they end up being a little bit more closer to. And like I said, the other image is not bad. It's just I expected a bit more. And I know some people like it, and I'm not saying it's horrible, but I'm saying that I expect it to be a little bit more tougher than that. And so this is what would be dope to me, is if Audi came out with this. You can't tell me that that's not fire. You can't tell me that that's not fire. If Audi comes with that, that is a fire livery. Even if it's remotely close to that, that's a fire livery all day long. So if we get this, Yo, I'm just saying, I'm hoping they do look good, but if they ain't gonna look good, they gonna look good like they should be looking good. But that livery would be fire if they came out with that. So that's what I would hope to get. I know it's probably tough, slim pickings that if we actually get that, but I would absolutely enjoy that if that was something that we ended up getting out of Audi. I think that would be beyond fire. It looks good, and I think that I don't have a doubt that Audi's going to perform somewhat well. I think we got to taper expectations a little bit, though, right? We kind of got to taper the expectations of a new team coming into Formula One. You're not just going to come knock everybody's socks off. You're not finna come in here and just run up the constructors championship list in 2026 on the dawn of new on the rising of new regulations with teams that have been doing this for so long in Formula One and just think Audi's going to be top five. If Audi's top five by the end of the season, that's crazy work. If Cadillac is top five by the end of the season, that's crazy work. Do you know how successful that is as a team to come into Formula One and you're going to be top five constructors by the end of the season? That would be ridiculous. And then you just have to wait. What are they going to do next season? That would be crazy. Even if Audi or Cadillac could win a constructors championship in 5 years of them being in Formula One, it's still good. If they can win a constructors championship within 5 years of being in the sport, that's still good to me. That is still good to me. If they get a driver's championship within 5 years of being in the sport, that's awesome. That is crazy awesome. So I'm just telling you, it'll be, oh, Lord Chaos got purple badged up. Let's go. I see you, bro. I see you strutting your stuff. We got Mary Beanie, Lord Chaos, Miss Dino, Uno in the chat, Baraka in here like that. I'm telling you, y'all turned up in here. So for sure, I'm on board with that. So that's where I sit with the Audi livery lunch. I thought it was good. The mini lunch. I don't want to call it livery lunch because that's going to come. This is the mini lunch. They did introduction. Bortoleto, Hulkenberg were out there. You know, they got to look at the car up close. I think that they definitely are not concerned with their driver pairing. I think Hulk and Bortoleto, you got an elder statesman who definitely has shown he has the ability to be consistent, give good feedback. You should be able to see progress. You got a rookie who's an F2 champion. And so you got your future, you got your anchor. I think they don't need to mess with the driver's lineup unless something stupid nice became available. And right now, getting something stupid nice as far as a driver probably wouldn't suit you because you're probably not ready to facilitate everything that driver could do. And you already have a driver who is likely that in Bortoleto, is an F2 champion and looks to be a pretty good talent. So I think they got the drivers covered. Those drivers will be there. That will be awesome to see. And we'll see how that in itself will play out. But remember, we don't have a race this weekend. I'm still going to see how I can facilitate the grudge race Sunday. So I'm going to be doing some practicing with this whole setup because, like I said, I'm working from laptop, trying to see how I'm going to be able to do that. So I'm going to see how I can manage things to work. If they hold up, we'll still have the grudge race. So as of right now, we're still on. If I have to cancel it, I will let you know ahead of time. But my plan is for us still to have the grudge race. Also, like I said again, big shout out to everybody who is supporting and encouraging this. Like I told you, we are doing a good thing for people that have less than many of us and deal with problems like I deal with, but don't get to deal with it in such the comfort that I do every night in and day in and out. And also, as I told you before, I also did purchase many of these skull caps, gloves, and socks so that we can continue to go ahead and do good work here and just do good things for people that need it. All right. So big shout out to everybody that's in on that. Big shout out to everybody that supports me while I'm doing that. And big shout out to you all for being a part of that because every super chat helps for that. And we're going to put together something that's going to be nice. Maybe it's not an asteroid impact, but it's an impact. So peace and love to you all. Stay safe, stay healthy. I'm going to see you later on. We'll be going live again. Hopefully have a grudge race. We're out.